Hello everyone, welcome. It is Friday and it's time for some Ace Attorney, specifically the last case of Apollo Justice, which is the wonderful Turnabout Succession. The student of you might have heard that little of something going wrong. That's just me doing some things while I'm waiting for the stream to start. But hello Pigs, hello Shard, and hello Septide. Everyone is here and ready to go. I'm gonna have to fix this thing later because right now we are going to be playing some games. And no, stupid OneDrive, that is, leave me alone. So I hope you're all ready because you are in for a little bit of a ride. Just a little bit of a ride. There will be emotions in this here case. And I hope you're all ready for it. Let us begin. The only thing missing is pizza. That's coming. Right. And that is the whole truth of this case. In order to understand it myself, I had to know the story of those last 7 years, long years. Nothing happens by chance. It is all connected. And now, you stand ready to begin the final chapter of this story. Will the defendant be found guilty or innocent? The decision is yours. Hey Apollo, look on TV, look! Yeah, I'm kinda busy. Whoa, look at that! He's a last Grammarly, alright, amazing! Apollo, you should be watching this! Ow, what? I was writing about our last case in my journal. Lawyers are supposed to write things in records, Apollo, not journals. And right now, that case was 3 months ago. Hey, it's a long story. I did a lot, you know. I want to vacuum pack the feel of the moment for later. Right now, I'm wowing the crowd by figuring out how Lameroy disappeared. That's right, Uncle Valent did that illusion too. But you're missing him on TV right now. Just getting to the good part. Well, we're just doing exposition for now, so that's fine. No, Pigs, no! I suppose I should watch a little TV with her. After all, her father is expecting me to look after her while he's away. What you're now seeing is the rehearsal for the greatest magic show on Earth, happening right here at our very own Sunshine Coliseum. The Sunshine Coliseum? Hey, that's where the Governor concert was. Only 3 days until a miracle happens here, right before your unbelieving eyes. The legendary troupe Grammarly is performing for the first time in 7 years. Hey, that's going to be great! I am so there! You and Daddy are coming too. The legendary Grammarlies? If Truce's real father were still alive, he'd be on that stage performing miracles. I got tickets and everything. Here's yours, Apollo. Ah, you're here. Working hard or hardly working? Hey, how you been? Hi there, stranger! Not exactly the kind of greeting I'd ever want to hear from my child. Though he's been gone a long time. Because, Pix, every single Ace Attorney game starts with a terrible, terrible feeling. Well, every case. I'll go to Trucy. Here, I got a present for you. Yay! Pudding! I love pudding! Oh, it's farm fresh! And not just one pudding, it's 3 whole cups. I'll have to pace myself. While I'm beat. I'm sorry, I'm just so excited. I'm just so excited.
No.
I'm sorry.
Somewhat hurting my head.
I'm sorry. That's right, Daddy, you're on some top secret mission. You gotta take it easy with the secrets, you know. How right you are. So, you still can't tell us what your mission is? Maybe it's time? It has something to do with you anyway. Huh? With me? Oh, maybe you're getting a top secret mission too. Maybe I can be one of those guys. A spy. Can't I just be a defense attorney? To be honest, telling you about this mission was my whole reason for coming here today. What? Tell me, you've heard of the jurist system, yes? The jurist system? That's right, the new legal system everyone's talking about. Have you heard of it, Apollo? Huh? Maybe. Hello, Kaimo. How are you doing? It isn't the most amazing of the final cases, but it does wrap up this game really nicely with all like the plot threads that have been like just fed us for the last many weeks, you know? Of course, it doesn't hold a candle to the last case of Justice for All, for example. That case is amazing. Same with Trials and Tribulation, that's amazing. Actually, every other last game, you know? Maybe not as many people are talking about it as I thought. The jurist system, huh? So, Daddy, what's this jurist system thing? Well, Trucy, do you know what a jury is? I've heard of it. Isn't that those people who sit in court in those old courtroom dramas? The ones who get to decide if the guy's innocent or guilty? Do you know, Apollo? Only from TV. Doing great, Kaimo. I would say Goodbyes is the last case of Ace Attorney 1 with From the Ashes as a omake. It's 12 people chosen from the community, right? Well, they're thinking about reviving that system. They're calling it the new system, the jurist system. No more doing whatever you like, Your Honor. Not quite that harsh. The jurists cooperate with the judge. They analyze the case from different angles. And there'll only be 6 of them under the current proposal, right? I think you did once, yes. Wow, you know your stuff, Apollo. Their findings directly affect the verdict. Hopefully people will start taking the courts a little bit more seriously now. I feel like I'm on some kind of educational TV show, starring Dr. Wright. Dr. Wright, Trucy, his assistant Trucy, and Mascot Apollo, the perfect team. Mascot? Hey! Alright, thanks for the lurk, Shard. So, what is this secret mission? The jurist system is my mission, more or less. Anyway, keep in mind that the new ideas like the systems are always risky, Apollo. Too true. Everyone's got an opinion and they just talk and talk and talk and nothing gets decided. Kinda like you, Apollo. I'm not that bad, am I? In any case, we're going to give it a shot. A test, if you will. I don't like tests. We'll take a case as a sample and choose 6 jurists. I'll be the one helping with that process, incidentally. Helping? How? Well, for one, I'll be the chair of the jurist system simulated court committee. The chair constructs the ideal situation, choosing the case and the jurist candidates, even the judge and the courtroom. Wow, it's like you have a real job! I was never that good at the piano, can you be honest? Once a lawyer, always a lawyer, I guess. Oh, this case is so good. It's just so many stabs at the follow and I love it. Yeah, he is. The trial's tomorrow, by the way, don't miss it. The trial simulation, that is. A simulation? Huh. Sounds interesting. So, what kind of case is the trial simulation about? Well, since it is the first run-through of the system, I wanted something simple. Good thinking. No sense wearing yourself out with something too serious. True. The case is a murder. Of course. That's not simple at all! By simple, you mean the defendant is guilty. Yes, most likely. So, good luck, Apollo. With what? With the trial tomorrow. You're defending, of course. Recall that I said it had something to do with you? Go for it, Apollo! It's just a test case anyway, no sweat. Yeah, but there's still a verdict to be decided? And a potentially serious sentence. It is the most serious in a worst case scenario. You mean the verdict is for real? That's not a test trial, that's a real trial! All the forms have been filed, there's no turning back now. No. Felix is just a troll. His time outside the courtroom has turned him into a troll. It's like he doesn't give a shit. It's just like, yeah, let's see what happens. The trial begins tomorrow at 10 a.m. I hope you can make room in your schedule. Why am I only hearing about this now? Yeah. There was a change this morning. I picked a new case. Something that happened last night. Like, when Felix can't, like, piss him off in court, it's like, how can I be interesting to Miles Edgeworth now? Hey Apollo, I know you're all excited about that secret mission, but what about this? The true Grammary magic show. Huh? Oh, right, the card tricks. Hey, they're not card tricks. They're grand illusions, miracles, the apocalypse. So what? There's a whole 3 days from now. It's at Sunshine Coliseum. Let's go. Let's go today. We can say hi to Uncle Valent. Have fun. What? I can't go by myself. You know I'm not very outgoing. Right. Why not go with her? But what about the secret mission? Don't worry about that. You'll have heard all about it tomorrow regardless. I don't trust that smile. He knows something that he's not telling me. Yippee! You now can take me to the Coliseum. Suppose he wouldn't kill me to the pub over there. Ah, Grammary, that reminds me. What's this, Daddy? Isn't that the silk hat, isn't that silk cap the Grammary seal? Consider it a birthday present, Trucy. Thanks, that's great! But today isn't my birthday. A good point. What day is it today, Apollo? Huh? Today? I think it's Recycle Your Plastics Day? Then it's a Recycling Your Plastics presents. Yippee! So it's plastic! I've given up trying to understand them. It's much easier that way. So what is it? Can I open it, Daddy? No. Huh? You'll need that envelope someday. Someday soon. Don't open it until then. Well, why don't you just hold on to it until then? Because that would be the logical thing to do. Logic is not the Phoenix strong suit. That is Miles Edgeworth territory. An envelope about the Grammarys, huh? Alright, so what case are you going to use? You really want to know, don't you? Of course I do! I mean, I'm going to be defending, aren't I? If it all goes well, then yes. Of course, this is just a test. We wanted everyone to start without preconceptions, a blank slate, as it were. And there's a difference between having a blank slate and just being totally clueless. Whose dumb idea was that anyway? Well, it was mine. Committee chair, remember? Oh. Well, if you want to know that badly, I suppose I could give you permission to examine the scene of the crime. Good. That's better. But you can't talk to anyone involved in the case. What? Then how am I supposed to defend? You let me worry about the details there. Remember, I'm in charge of this trial. All of it. But you don't want it to backfire, do you? Apollo. If I'm in charge of this whole trial, that means the entire affair is my responsibility. For good or for bad. Just do what you can. And don't worry, I know what I'm doing. Alright. I recommend going down to the detention center. Your client is waiting for you. You can ask about the scene there. But you just said I couldn't talk to anyone involved. Oh, you can talk to your client. If you can get her to talk. Well, time's a wasting. Oh. Call Francisca, she's sane. That's 20 minutes of I've been waiting here. 20 minutes. Maybe I should go and complain? I'm sure that guard has better things to do than standing here pretending he doesn't see us. You know, the minute we get angry, the client will show. It always works that way. Like shouting, "Oh, waiter," and they're standing right behind you. Oh, guard! Is that client to be out much longer? What are you talking about? Haven't you already started the meeting yet? Huh? Ah! Where did you come from? Well, anyway, please have a seat. Yeah, here we go. That's good to hear, Septile. I'm nervous, Apollo. It's a silent, it's real suspense. Why don't you just do something, Matrusi? You're a magician, aren't you? That's right, okay. I'm the amazing Mr. Hat. Ah! She passed out! Mr. Magic Underwear might have been a better bet. That's magic panties, Apollo! Hi? Well, I'm in defense. I really think it has to be fate, you know. By fate, I mean destiny. Did you know I'm good with astrology? Tell me, what's your sign? I can tell you mine if you'd like, Apollo. No, never mind. I just got carried away there. I seem destined to get a difficult client, it seems. So, what's your name? Oh, right, I'm supposed to introduce myself first. I'm Apollo, Apollo Justice. And I'm Trucy Wright. I know, this is getting nowhere fast. Hey, I know, maybe you can tell us what happened. I'm your defense attorney after all. Um, anything out of the ordinary happened lately? Well, the other day this tourist came from out of town and stood up top to ask me for directions. Later, Trucy. I feel like I need to ask directions myself here. Well, that was fruitless. Although I think I understand despair a little better now. You did good, Apollo! Look! She's doing her nails! What? Are nails more important than defense? Is that it? Let's go, Trucy. Excuse me. Could you read this? Sure. I feel like a teenager on a first date. And this is a love letter we passed from desk to desk at school. Stop looking at so wistful and read it, Apollo. It's a business card with a name and address. The name is Vermisham. The address is Drew's studio. And you give me this card because... Because it's all suspense, we don't know anything, it's like... Well, looks like we're finished here. I wonder if Drew's studio is the scene of the crime. Let's go find out. Bacon, mushroom, ham, peppers. Peppers! Peppers are the best. Wow, this looks like, well, it looks like a studio. It's like life imitating art, or maybe it's the other way around. But the tape on the ground there, well, it's a little bit jarring. Yeah, it looks like we found our crime scene. Apollo, look at all those paintings. Hey, don't touch those. It's okay, I'm just looking. Huh? Apollo, look at this one. Looks half finished. You can still see that rough sketch underneath. But that is odd. The rough part doesn't look like the rest of the painting at all. Yeah, good point. That is odd. All the paintings have a really different style too. Ah, I thought I might find you here. Munch, munch. Emma! Long time no see. Oh, seems like I run into you far too often. I'll bet I'll know why you're here too. You know about the trial simulation tomorrow? I've heard about it, sure. So, Mr. Bright chose you, huh? We don't even know what the case is about. Well, he was killed. The artist who owns the studio, that is. Mr. Drew Misham. Misham? And his daughter was put under arrest. Yeah, we just saw her at the detention center. It was funny though. She seemed more like a victim than the kind of person who would commit murder. You don't say. Not even by poisoning. That's how it was done, you know. Poisoning is a common way to get the job done when the murderer is a woman. But poisoning? Anyway, Mr. Wright told me he'd be coming. Feel free to take a look around. I'll just be over here with my snackers. I can't talk to anyone related to this case around, which means we'd better find as much as we possibly can here from the scene, or else. Let's just talk to Emma first. So, this Drew Misham was some kind of artist. Apparently, did a lot of illustrations for books, I hear. Had a lot of female fans too, for all that's worth. Oh, well, I guess his stuff is kind of pretty. Like that oil painting over there, for instance. Yeah. That wasn't one of his illustrations, actually. So, was that an oil painting or something? Is that what she means? Welcome back, Kaima. He was an odd bird, Misha. Hadn't shown his face to anyone until the end. What do you mean, to anyone? He was always locked up in here in the studio, apparently. His only connection to the outside world was through letters he'd put in that letterbox over there. Letters? Do people still write letters? What do you mean, Apollo? I mean, when was the last time you wrote a real letter? Don't most people use email and stuff nowadays? Not Mr. Mayhem couldn't stand technology, it seems. He did everything by mail. Maybe he thought it was more artistic, you know. In any case, the only person besides him allowed in here was his daughter, Vera. Oh, you mean the killer? The suspect, please. We took some fingerprints, of course. The only ones found in the room were Miss Ham and Vera's, basically. Basically? Actually, the last night, Mr. Misham gave an interview to a reporter for the first time. It happened during the interview, apparently. His first interview ever? Could you tell us more about what happened that night of the murder? So, this woman, Vera, she is Mr. Miss Ham's daughter, right? Yep, a really sickly girl, ever since she was little. Hardly ever went outside. She did kind of give off a withdrawn sort of aura. She was homeschooled by her father, apparently. It was all quite a scene when they took her to the detention center. She was screaming about how she'd die if they took her outside. That does sound like a scene. In the end, she agreed to leave and she was allowed her good luck charm for company. Her good luck charm? Apparently, she has this charm that magically gives her the courage to go outside. Why can't I ever get a normal client? But why would a shut-in daughter kill her own dad? Don't look at me. So, about the poison, it was found to be in his coffee, right? No, not precisely. Not precisely? What does that mean? It means see for yourself, I think. Like I said, last night was the first time someone from the outside came into the studio. I guess the mysterious painters who never go outside and make for good articles. And it just so happened that he died the night of his first interview. Around 9 PM every night, Vera always made him a cup of coffee. Last night he drank his usual coffee and suddenly became violently ill. Yeah, there are some very good underlying reasons to why they're stuck in the house. We'll get to that. It's all in suspense. And died? She poisoned him on the night of the interview. Wouldn't the reporter see? It wasn't near Miss Misham when she brought her father's coffee, though. He was checking out some equipment in the back of the room. Supposedly, that's why she didn't notice he was there. It was the reporter who called the police, in fact. Wait, but why is she the suspect? If anyone is suspicious, it's the reporter. Yet, the reporter never got near Mr. Miss Ham's coffee. Even Vera acknowledges that. Regardless, I want to know about this reporter. So, we have the coffee cup here. Ah, but it's the victim copy one. Aha! So the poison was in here. What do you mean you hate the witness? Isn't he great? Isn't this witness just absolutely fantastic? I would hope so. Poison coffee? Not exactly, actually. What do you mean? No traces of poison were found in the coffee. What? You'll have to figure it out the rest for yourself. I'm officially not on your side after all. Yeah, aside from his Ace Attorney. Hey, look there! That stain doesn't look so healthy, Apollo. That must be the Blue Mountain stuff we've been hearing about. Something tells me that even Blue Mountain coffee isn't best blue. No stain probably is. Better ask Emma. Emma, about this mug. There's a pale blue residue on the rim. That! Yes, well, it's just a rumor. But I've heard there is a kind of coffee called Blue Mountain. I'm pretty sure it actually isn't blue, Emma. Ah, right. Okay, you got me. That's leftover from my testing spray. Forensic science! I knew your hobby was behind this somehow, Emma. It's not a hobby. I love that pal. It's like, it's not a hobby, it's science. So, what kind of scientific stuff are you up to? This spray is what it turns blue when it touches poison. So, the poison that killed the victim was on this mug? That's right. See, it wasn't in the coffee. The killer applied it to the rim of the mug itself. Wow, science is amazing. It certainly is helpful. Maybe Emma will be willing to help us out a bit more. You should try buttering her up, Apollo. They say flattery will get you everywhere. It's certainly worth talking to her a bit more. I bet Emma could help us out here. Don't forget, flattery will get you almost anywhere with her, Apollo. Huh? What are you two whispering about? Well, I was thinking, I mean, what is it we always do when we run into you at the crime scene? What is it we always do, scientifically? Ah, you know me too well. Okay. Okay, meaning we can get scientific now? Oh, I suppose. Just this once? Bring anything you find suspicious and we'll check it out. Yeah, Emma is fantastic. It's just... Emma is just great. I wouldn't mind taking a closer look at those paintings. I just love oils. You know how they're so thick? Is that the word? These paintings are all dry. I'm just surprised at how different all these are. Yeah, and what's going on with this half-finished one here? It must have been a work in progress. You can still see the rough sketch below. That's what's so weird. The sketch part doesn't really fit the finished parts. I noticed. That is weird. Let's take a close look at the desk here. Oh, cute! Look at the tiny frame, Apollo. It's tiny. Tiny is right. It's barely about 2 inches high. What picture would fit in that? What's up, Pix? None apparently, it's empty. There's no glass in it either. What's it doing here on the desk? That's a lesson for us all. Be sure to check the size when you buy frames. Hey, Apollo, what's this feather thingy? It's not a pen, like an old-fashioned quill pen? But it doesn't have a pointy end. That's most likely for sweeping dewtrees off the desk. Wow, you sure know a lot, Emma. Bold and scientific, that's my motto. Exactly about what I was bold or scientific. Emma, about this mug. There's a pale... Oh, we only have this one. Ah, well... As expected of Shadow Wall Pigs. We have barely started. About poison analysis, I was afraid you're going to ask about that. See, this illusion is used to test for atroquine. Atroquine, the deadly poison found in the autopsy. Uh-oh, I know that spark in her eyes. She's getting excited. Better tread lightly. It's one of the most virulent poisons, but it's absorbed into the body astonishingly slow. It takes at least 15 minutes for the time of ingestion for adverse effects to show. Oh, and guess what? Recent research has shown... That's fine, really. We don't need to know all the gory details. I think I get it. You want to spray this stuff on something of the test, right? Precisely. You can find even the slightest trace of poison with this. I tried too, Emma. Pretty please? Alright, Kaimo. Be sure to tell us what you have had when you come back. You don't have to ask twice. I already used it on everything suspicious, of course. Yeah, let's give it a whirl, Apollo. Ah! What are you doing? I was just testing to see if I got a reaction off you. How's this for a reaction? Never do that again. I'm not poisonous. Well then, tell those that are hapless witnesses understand. Let's just go down to checking for real poisons, shall we? A clavier is a kind of piano. There's also that. I was remembering there was something else here. Yeah. Too bad, no reaction there. I'm sure Emma checked out all likely spots. Wait a second. What is it, Apollo? Did you spray that little desk over there? I don't think so. The spray probably can't reach that far, you know. Let's check it out, just to be sure. Ah! A reaction, Apollo! Look! Where? Inside of that little cute frame, look! Well, would you look at that? Nice going, Juicy. I'm known to work magic. Never mind that I was the one who found it. Why would the inside of that frame have poison on it? Looks like I found the only other place I was poisoned in any case. This envelope has been opened and resealed. Oh, I know how to do that. You took a pot of boiling water, hold the envelope up to the steam, the glue melts and it opens. Cool, huh? Whoever did this wasn't so delicate. You're right, looked like they would just ripped it open and stuck it back together. Huh? The postmark of this letter is from 7 years ago. Why would someone open a letter and seal it again? I better hang on to this. I wonder why there's poison on this tiny frame. Very strange indeed. Wait, I know! I'll bet it was poison from the time he bought it. Haven't you heard of some kind of green paints being toxic? I don't think they sell that kind anymore. And the poison was atropine anyway. A tiny mysterious poison frame. Emma, about this? Oh, that? Yeah, yes. Why? That's a red envelope. But she sure is jumpy. Someone opened this, didn't they? My lips are sealed. Your lips are sealed? That's a first. You mean you know what's inside this envelope? Sure, I read it after all. Ah, you mean you were the one who ripped it open? Ha! Please, I would have steamed it open. But she did sneak a peek at it apparently. Know that I have a very powerful weapon at my side. Weapon? Yes. The use of tools. Highly specialized tools for information gathering. Tools I wouldn't mind getting my hands on. You should try flattering her, Apollo. They say a little praise can open big doors. Never heard that one, but it's good advice. Let's try talking to her some more. About that envelope we found. I was wondering if you could help us out with that tool you were mentioning. You want to know about my tool, do you? It's called an X-ray analyzer. X-ray? Like those you get to the dentist? That's right. At least that's what I call it. Huh? It has a real name, but it's much too complicated. The X-ray specialization... something. How am I supposed to remember all that? So basically, it lets you see inside of things, like envelopes. That's right, you're sharp, Trucy. It's a bit more complicated than that, but in practice, sure. Actually, to tell the truth, I'm not really sure how it works, scientifically. Can I try it out, Emma? Please? Oh, I suppose. Of course, I wanted to check out everything suspicious myself. Alright, let's give it a spin, Apollo. Yeah, what are you doing? Oh, just seeing if I could see through your hair. But it's like lead. Point that thing at me anymore and it might just fall out. Then I wouldn't need an X-ray machine to see through it. Let's just get down to business, shall we? Right, let's test it on a sample first. I just so happen to have a lottery ticket here. You set the sample in the device like so. I don't see anything. Patience, there's no need to get all antsy. Look at the right side of the screen, that's the layer view of the envelope. Layer view? Then go to set a display at the outside of the envelope, you see. Actually, it's just quicker to have you go. Turn on dial there, would you? That's right, that's how you choose the death you want to scan. Hey, I got something. See, that's how you can read the letter on the ticket inside. Cool, huh? I should really go to the dentist. I was supposed to go to the dentist and then Corona hit. It's like, come on. Except I can't read them. Just turn it down a bit more. You have to understand that a sheet of paper isn't really flat at all. Even when you zoom that much. The paper is like a bunch of valleys and hills. Wow, really? This X-ray device uses a beam with a wavelength of only 0.05 microns. It breaks down the card into thin layers, so it can only show what's written on that layer. I'm not entirely following you, but what's good if you can't read anything? That's why we go to step 2. Try rubbing the image a bit, would you? There, that fixed the image on the screen. Now turn the dial again. Just a little. Yeah, so we're just I'm just gonna blast through this tutorial. Because yay for DS gimmicks. Let's print this one out. Ah, you lose. At least you know there was a stand. Where you stand, huh? Anyway, now you see the true hidden power of my weapon. Neat, huh? Let's try it out on that real thing, shall we? Let's print this one out. Dear Mr. Drew Misham, I deposited 100,000 at a designated account. Please something I received once you confirm the transfer. His paintings must be very valuable. There's another page in there. Care to take a look? You bet I do! If you're going to read someone's mail, you might as well read it all. There goes the second page then. Sign the paperwork and in the enclosed envelope with the closed stamp within 3 days. I need to remind you of something. I need not remind you to open of something. I can't see what it says there. So it was a letter about payment for one of his paintings. Why all the secrecy though? And what? Why was this letter the only one in here? Speak of this to no one. Yeah. Is everyone else all right? Can I turn on the lights, by the way? Thank you. Maybe they had some special significance to him. Well, Emma? Well, indeed. She knows something she's not telling us. Looks like she's keeping mum about it. So, Emma, I was wondering, what's the story about this reporter that came in for a story the night of the crime? Ah, I'm afraid I can't tell you because he's going to be a witness tomorrow, I hear. I thought so. I'll never forget that face. But what was his name? Oh, right! Brushel. Brushel? He's after a scoop to sell to the papers. So a reporter came for an interview with a painter. His first interview ever. That night he's killed. Seems strange to you? Not really strange. At the same time though, as much as I dislike this witness, at least it's not Lotta Hart. You know? And it does raise a few questions. I'd like to speak with this reporter if I could. Well, I hear he's on the beat today too. He said something about covering a magician. Magician? Well, if it's not true, see, that only leaves one person. I know, Pix, I know. Like, this guy isn't much better than Lots of Heart, really. Well, it wasn't valid grammar by any chance, was it? Yeah, something like that. He's got some big show lined up here. So, he's out interviewing Valent Grammary. Looks like I'll be heading out to the Colosseum again sooner than I thought. Here, I'll give you that reporter's card if you want. So yeah, let's go find Brussels. Yay. Woohoo! This is it, Apollo! The place where magic and dreams converge. Just a while ago was a place where murder and nightmares converged. Let's go and say hello to Uncle Valent. What about the case? Only performers laugh like that. Ah, the young Miss Trucy. How often I hope to meet again, only to tell myself it was an impossible dream. Uncle Valent, how's it going? I'm glad to see you too. Of course you are. Humility is definitely not one of his stronger traits. Well, Miss Trucy, how does the day find you? If you come to give me flowers, do so after the show, I beg you. Actually, we care to wish you good luck. And congratulations on your big magic show. Oh, but it is just I who wish to congratulate you. Not everyone is so lucky as to witness miracles such as I shall perform. Yeah, you're amazing. We get the picture. The world will watch in wonderment as magnificent illusions are reborn. Here, on stage, by my hand. Everyone's talking about the big magic show. Is it true the Grammary Miracle is back after 7 years of absence? Miss Trucy, I must apologize. This show and this honors should have been his. Daddy. My co-magician in training, Zach Grammary, if it hadn't, that terrible thing hadn't. It's okay. Your father was a great magician, Trucy. If you were alive, then I, Valent Grammary, would have been proud to stand upon this stage as his assistant. Thanks, Uncle Valent. You know, I'm happy you're doing this show. Like, Valent's theme is great. To think we get to see the great, magnificent illusions again. You can't? I'll turn it up a little bit. I hope it's not too bad. Compared to me. Let's see. She really is looking forward to this, isn't she? Ah, that is true. That is true. That is true. Callie's also streaming. My mantra, the magnificent Magnific Grammary, was a true deity among magicians. A creator god who gave birth to magic and illusions that defied our very imaginations. I was so little when I last saw one, but I still remember his shows. He did wheelies in a sports car through the air above the audience, and then sped out off to outer space faster than the speed of sound. I guess that memory was a bit embellished. For 7 long years, the world has been waiting for a miracle to match his. As heir to the Grammary Troop's secret, it falls to me to provide one. It is my God-given destiny. Yes, you, nameless face who speaks for the nameless masses, how can I help you? If the world was waiting, why did you hold it off for 7 long years? It appears that the lad is uninformed. Perhaps you've heard of the magic known as law, which governs our land? I have, though I'm not sure how it qualifies as magic. The performance of magnificent miracles was impossible. A certain law prevented for 7 years, but no more. 7 years? That phrase sure likes to pop up, doesn't it? See the numbers graduate. And what was that? A little matter called performance rights, Miss Trucy. Can you tell us more about these performance rights? Magnifi's magic relied on an incredibly innovative idea, a trick if you will. That trick was considered his property and as such was protected by property laws. Oh, an intellectual property maybe? Magnifi knew this and bequeathed it in his will to one person. You mean him? Yes. Miss Trucy, it was your father. Zach Gramry was the inheritor of the Gramry miracle. Daddy. Yet, as you well know, he is gone. He disappeared suddenly 7 years ago. I think I see where this story is going. Once a person is classified for missing for a certain period of time, they're considered legally deceased, correct? In all absoluteness, these rolled-up sleeves conceal your competence well, young man. That certain period of time, of which you speak, is 7 years. Yes, Miss Trucy. Though it pains me to say it, this past spring, April to be precise, was the time your father was legally declared deceased. In the absence of a formal will, the secrets of our mighty mentor Magnifi passed to me. This was, in fact, stipulated by the will of Magnifi himself. Is that how it works, Apollo? Yeah, it's called death in absentia. In abstinia. He's declared missing permanently. Daddy. I was wondering if you could tell me more about this. Ah, why, that bears the Gramry seal. Uncle Valen, is something wrong? Trucy, where did you get this? Huh? Daddy gave it to me. Your daddy? My partner, Zach Graham? No, my other daddy. Phoenix Wright. Why now? Why would your Lord Daddy? Lord Daddy? That's kind of stretching the whole archaic thing a bit. The signature on the back, do you recognize it? That belongs to none other than Zach Gramry. What? Daddy signed this? Might I be so bold as to open it? I'm sorry, but I can't let you do that. What's in this envelope, I wonder? Pigs. Things are going down. So, a journalist hearing a story? The eyes of the universe upon my stage. All pen seeks to commit its mysteries to paper. His name was Brushel? Brushel. I think he remembers him. He doesn't look too happy about it. Brushel, that cloying smell of mint when he smiles, yes. Can you tell us a bit more about him? What did he want? A man by that name called me just now. Valen's vision is always towards tomorrow. Valen's feet step always forward. That is all. That's all? Very confusing. I am to perform a big magic show, yes? I wanted someone to cover it, yet he had ears only for that incident. That incident? In any case, I requested that rapturous reporter remove himself. So a painter has died. What of it? It's but a footnote in the footlights. Compared to the magic of gramarye. Uncle Valent, do you know where the reporter went? I recommended he visit that place popular with penalized perpetrators. The detention center. There was a rude individual. Might I see that card? Sure. He would tear apart my respectability. I will tear him apart. Oh, here comes Apollo. Uncle Valent's big magic trick. Is he going to fix the card? Not sure how that qualifies as big magic. What happened to the big magic? Is it not more miraculous for it to stay ripped? He must have really not liked that journalist. Now, the time has come when I must return to make my presidentation preparations. By your leave, Miss Trucy. Thanks, Uncle Valent. 3 days from now. Make ready for a miracle. What is the thing that journalist was after? And why did Valent react like that to this envelope? I think it's time to pay the detention center another visit. Let's meet Brushel. I think I hear what you're saying. Well, I'm doing it for the money. End quote. No, not at all. Looks like someone's already meeting here. Maybe it was that reporter? Hi there, how are you doing? How might we be here? Sorry. We didn't know someone's already here. I apologize, attorney at law. Talk about the nervous monkey. You, Justice? You know me? Do I know you? Yes, of course I know you. Stares down the witness on the stand until I spill the beans. End quote. That's not true. What's he writing? Are you the reporter by any chance?
You voice-acted him for like a minute and I already hate him.
That's the point.
I want to punch him. I want to punch him so badly. Like, if I just snapped my fingers
you're choosy.
and trick him, I would do that.
Am I famous? Yes, oh yeah. Choosy right hates carrying a bag. Puts everything she owns in her panties, end quote. That's not true. Hold your breeches there. I'll wrap up this interview in the minute here. Yes. Interview? Oh, guard. I nothing I know what's going on here. Guarding rooms live by life. What else can I possibly need? End quote. Now, how many times do I have to tell you this? Look, I got work to do. You deal with him. Did you come here to interview the guard? Yes, you can, Septal. You can absolutely break his face. Oh, wee, what a pickle. Accused wouldn't talk. I had to go to interview someone or go plump pretty, end quote. Huh? I should have guessed. Well, where is my manpiece? My name's Brushel, Strike Brushel. I'm not picky, I'm a journalist. Just close his eyes. Right, end quote. What's with the nauseatingly strong mint smell every time he grins? Until you've been interviewed by me, you don't know what thrilling is. Wild rooms run through crossroads of mayhem and madness, end quote. I can see that. He's writing something again. Well, here's the reporter. Maybe he knows something. So, Mr. Brushel, you're a journalist? No, me? Let me state that one thing for the record here. Yes? I'm the interviewer, you understand, yes? I'm the one asking the questions here, end quote.
Okay. For instance, you think a movie director watches movies?
Well, I think he probably does.
Exactly. I knew you'd understand.
Huh? Hello, Callie! Welcome to one of the most annoying characters in Ace Attorney. So, the night of the murder, you were at Drew's studio.
Oh, me? Yeah, like, look, let me state one thing for the record.
Yes?
I'm at Look Hall and Collective. I'm busy, really busy, always on the road. The journalist always buys one-way tickets, never looks back. End quote.
I can understand that philosophy, but
You want to know the one thing about one-way tickets? Once you use them, they're gone. All because you have to give them to the guy at the airport.
true enough. But don't they give normal tickets away too?
Exactly, see? It's the same thing.
What is it? What is? Yeah, I know, he really is up there. So, you went to do a story on Drew Mishap? And he never have you done about him before?
That's right. Look, let me state one thing for the record here. What? I'm sure you're going to want to know about my source. What tipped me up to Drew? Why do the interview in the first place?
Well, yes.
Look, it's like, I got it. Like, say there's this burger joint with fabulous ketchup. You think the burgers guy's going to tell me where he got it?
At the supermarket, maybe?
Exactly, see? That's what I'm talking about.
I think I might actually have understood that one.
Well, there's nothing I can do about talk about really. What's it? Ears, eyes, especially glass walls with speakers, end quote.
Hey, Shami. Well, welcome to hell. I guess. Yeah, right. Guess we'll leave then.
But you're here. Might as well tell you a bit of tidbits of news I saw, just for the heck of it.
Sure, tell us. Just for the heck of it.
I remember it like it was yesterday.
It was.
I'd seen a movie on a trip and wandered into this burger place with amazing ketchup. And then the article in tablet caught my eye. Fabulous, famous oil painting stolen from art dealer's gallery, end quote, I believe it was.
An oil painting?
Happens every day, right? But I thought I'd seen that painting somewhere before.
I will get to that. This guy's. You know what? I should probably change the way this guy speaks, because like it really tears my voice. At the same time, like this is just the perfect annoyance. Like the way I voice him just put up the perfect amount of annoyance that I feel for this guy. You put something in Past Academy. Let's see what that is. Chili chicken pasta with teriyaki. That looks tasty. That sounds tasty. Chili, I like that. Teriyaki, I like that. A chicken, I like that. Pasta, I also like that. Yes, that sounds amazing.
A painting of a giant peach floating in the river.
Someone stole an oil painting of a giant peach?
Journalists can smell a scoop better than burgers. End quote.
Well, let's go to Drew's studio. The faster we can get rid of him, the better. Well, how'd it go? Find anything out? Actually, there was one thing I wanted to check with you. What's that scary face you're making? What's with the I know something but I'm not telling you face you got going on? The question is, did I find that thing? Really, I did not. It's like just behind there. There it is. This one. Hey, there's a painting hidden back here. Hey, you're right. What if it's embarrassing somehow? And he didn't want anyone to see it. You certainly seem pleased by the possibility. Huh? It's so normal. That's hardly something to get mad about. Huh? What is it, Apollo? Well, doesn't this painting look like... Never mind. How would I get the professional opinion on this? Not normal set of paints you don't want on fire to see on fire. This painting came from behind the dresser. Ah, yes, so? It was stolen, no? I was hoping you wouldn't figure that one out. You think you'd tell me us a bit more about this? I suppose. That's what you think. Drew Misham was a forger. So you were right on the money, Pigs. Just bang! You are so good at making jokes that are just just while throwing out something as a joke and just hitting it right in the kisser, you know? You're so good at that. How do you do it? A forger? So, what exactly is a forger? Well, basically it's someone who makes forgeries. Fakes, in other words. Fakes? Copies of an original. Exact copies, to be precise, and you can't tell them apart. Well, why not just photocopy them? The big problem with forgeries is that people try to sell them as a real article. It's a crime, of course. So, Drew Misham was... You're supposed to write to cock in color since yesterday. Oh dear. A criminal? I'm afraid so. He received money to create elaborate forgeries. To supplement his work in illustration, I guess? I see. Actually, that's why I brought this here in the first place. What do you mean? When you're trying to determine if a painting is a forgery, the rough sketch underneath can be a valuable clue. So the rough sketch is like the practice for the real thing? Like doing a magic trick in a mirror before you go to get on stage? But not in the case of a forgery, not necessarily anyway. You know what the finished product is going to look like after all? Oh, yeah, I guess you would. That's why I brought this. I'm going to use it to see what's underneath the paint that was of the finished pieces. I think I get it now. Not that I really need to go to such lengths, seeing as how one of the paintings was only half finished anyway. Still, it'd be neat to see Mr. Misham's rough sketches. Yep. Kinda like he was drawing what he was thought no one was looking. Well, also, despite Brushwood sharing the theme with Dr. Hopkins, or whatever the name of the creepy doctor, you know. Yeah. True. That would be interesting. And maybe valuable for our case. You should try buttering up, Apollo. Yeah, it's the same thing. I'm okay, let's just blast through these things we already know about. No, not that one. This one. No, yeah, this one. Let's do this one. I kind of want to see the rough sketch underneath this painting. And I was wondering if your tool here might do the trick. Oh, fine, fine. That's just this this time though. Let's check it out. Can you start seeing what's going on here? Can anyone see can you see what this is about to become? Okay, let's print this one out. Where have we seen this before? What? What the heck? Wow, he really blows. The finished painting isn't anything like the rough. Devices like mine didn't exist until recently. He probably thought he could draw any sort of thing he wanted for the rough. You need a drink again. What do you mean? Well, in the past you could analyze the composition of the rough sketch. Composition? In other words, a trace of charcoal between the paint and the canvas. I will try to get the dual destinies. I need to jury rig the camera to actually capture my 3DS and stuff like that. I want to do dual destinies and Spirit of Justice. I haven't played Spirit of Justice yet, but I want to do them on stream. I just need to find a way to do it. But not what it looked like. Ah, I think I follow you. So, in essence, it wouldn't matter what was underneath the finished painting. Some pros would actually paint out a rough sketch entirely, then do a completely new painting on top of that. So, Mr. Misham was drawing whatever he wanted before painting over them? Possibly. Is there a problem with that? Not particularly, but something of that sketch is... its SketchUp is odd. You're awfully silent all of a sudden, Apollo. You think we could check out the other paintings? One of the other paintings? Well, sure. You like this detection stuff, don't you? Okay, let's print out this one. Now what? Where have we seen this before? Ah, I wonder. This one too. What's wrong, Apollo? You look serious all of a sudden. You think I could just look at the last one of these? Fine by me, knock yourself out. Okay, let's put this one out. There is something going on here. What the heck is all of this? I hesitate to ask why you're getting so excited. You sure your device isn't leaking some kind of strange radiation? Choosy, look at these 3 sketches. Do you notice anything? It's been a while since I played it, so I am vaguely familiar. I probably do, it's just been a while since I played the game, so... You're getting that drink for real. There. Now you're both white as sheets. What's going on? These sketches. They're of the 3 cases I worked on. What? The murder in the poker room at the Bosch Bowl Club. The dead man pulling the noodle stand. And then the event that transpired during the Gaviniers concert. What could it mean? How could he have painted these things and why? That's what I want to know. Wait, Drew Mishap? Your father? Give me a break. That doesn't even make remote. Does that even make seem remotely possible to you? I never even heard about Drew Mishap before. I didn't even see a picture of him. But there were my cases drawn on his canvas. Every one of them, single one of them. It couldn't have been a coincidence. Just who was this Drew Mishap and what does it have to do with me?